Say goodbye to Section 8. Say goodbye to government assistance. Say goodbye to welfare, food stamps. All of those things that aid you and abet you into not doing what you're capable of, not performing at your highest level. You have to learn to say goodbye to all of those things. Yes, I know that there is some value there. There's some good there. When I was young, so just to clear it up, or just to clarify, I'm not against welfare, I'm not against food stamps, I'm not against Section 8, I'm not against government assistance, I'm not against any of that. What I am against is when you turn it, what should be a temporary bumper, or in bowling terms, a bumper, like in the bumper lanes to protect your just temporary relief or assistance. Too many people, and I've seen this happen in my own home. I grew up this way, where it was meant to be something that was temporary. Well, I don't even know if it was meant to be that way, so I shouldn't even say that. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if the government meant it to be temporary, or that they mean it to be a lifestyle system so they can get your vote. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But what I am saying is, for you, the individual, it should only be temporary, meaning that, sure, you could use it, you could benefit from it, but it should only be a band-aid. It shouldn't be something or a place that you stay at long term. You shouldn't be in a lifestyle dependent on the government. Now, if you have kids and your kids need to eat and the government's giving you a welfare check or some food stamps, of course that's a good thing. Let's not be naive. Right? I'm not on here to say that, no, don't take it, don't feed your kids, have some pride. No. Of course have pride. Of course feed your kids. Of course. It's not the kids' fault anyway that they were born into poor situations. And I know what that's like, to be born into it and to bear kids in situations where you're pretty much in poverty. So I don't recommend it for anybody. Welcome to the channel. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Going to be a short video, but as always, going to be impactful. Really quickly, if you guys want to learn how to make money from your phone, starting a middleman business where you book customers, take a deposit for yourself, usually about $100 on average, and then dispatch the work. Don't have to leave your house. You just book the customer, get paid, and send the work to somebody else. Just like Uber, Airbnb, Fiverr, Craigslist, all those other middleman companies. Then put the word middleman in the comments below and get the free training, and then I'll see you guys in the masterclass. So got a bunch of students in there right now winning, a bunch of students doing great. If you are sitting there and you're like, I need to learn how to make money without going to work, then this is for you. Tap in. Put the word middleman in the comments below, or click the link in the video description. When I was born, we were very, very poor. And one thing I never remember happening when I was poor, because we were poor for a long time, and I never remember like the government or anybody who represented the government tapping or knocking at our door and saying, hey, ma'am, to my mom, because we had no dad. Hey, ma'am. In fact, well, don't get me started on that. You got more money if you had no dad, but we'll just leave that for another day. Hey, Mrs. Stewart, here's what we're gonna do. We know you've been on welfare, you've been on food stamps, you got these kids, but we actually have a program that's designed to get you off of government assistance and get you, get you some, I guess not even support, but kind of get you on your feet, right? Kind of get you to take care of yourself, to be self-sustainable. Okay, yeah, gotcha. I'm driving through the neighborhood. I see no poop signs on people's lawns. I guess they're tired of dogs pooping. If you're walking dogs, don't poop in people's yard. I hate seeing that. Don't poop in my yard. I'm gonna come outside. But if you, where was I? I get to chasing these rabbits and we never get back. But anyway, yeah. So they never came and they were like, hey, let's help you to get off of welfare. Let's get you off of food stamps. It never worked that way. In fact, it worked in the reverse, that every time she had a kid, they give her more. And I understand why, but you know, if somebody came in to support the family that was pushed away, that assistance was pushed away. Well, if you got one dad coming into the house and you have 2, 3, 4 kids, my mom had 8 kids, then it doesn't make sense financially to bring a dad into the house and lose the benefits. So I do understand that it plays a part and it helps when the help is needed. And again, it's not the kid's fault or anything like that, but at the same time, I do also understand that it can become a handicap, right? A system of dependency where you're just, this is your financial, you know, how can I say it? I guess your financial environment. Like, this is your financial plan, your financial blueprint. This is what it is. It's have kids, get paid from the government. Don't go and pick up a job because you might lose your benefits. At some point, when you get enough kids, you can't afford to go to work. You can't afford to bring a dad into the home because what's coming in from the government is more important than what a job could pay you. So that's the two-edged sword. That's the double whammy. But for a lot of you, you've gotten comfortable where you are. You've gotten comfortable getting paid from the government. You've gotten comfortable accepting Section 8. You've turned it into a lifestyle, and you are not on this earth to live off of someone else, depend on someone else to take care of you. You got some greatness in you. You got something in you. Whatever it is, I don't know, but I know there's something in you. Everybody was born with the measure of something good in you that you can use to take care of yourself. You have to look at yourself like, I'm a seed, and you are. You're a seed. You're a seed in this world. So what are you gonna do with your seed? And you have to think that way. I think that way. I'm like, hey, if I'm not where I need to be, something's wrong, because I know I got it in me to be way ahead of where I am. A lot of you, you're frustrated today, like I've been in the past, because you're like, man, I know I have something in me that's going to bring in wealth, that's going to create generational wealth for my family, that's going to make us 6 figures a year, that's going to make sure we live comfortable lives and not have to think about money and all the time, not have to go to the grocery store and wonder if my card's going to clear or if I'm going to get embarrassed, or do I even know what's in my account? The banks are charging me $35 because I overdraft by $5. If I don't have the $5, how in the world am I going to get the $35? And just on and on and on. I know I've been there, I've done that, and it's felt horrible, especially when you're responsible for other people. So I understand what a lot of you are going through, but I'm here to tell you the only answer, in my opinion, is the only answer is for changing your life financially and getting out of the financial chokehold that you are probably in or headed to, because it's hard out here. And I'll just be honest with you, it's very hard. I had someone comment under one of my videos, and they said, hey, as soon as I saw that houses were up to 400 plus for a really good house, he was like, I was out of the market. I was like, I don't blame you, and I don't understand like how these houses can be that high. How have they not crashed tremendously when nobody's even applying to buy them now? They're still expensive. I'm passing by my old house. I sold this house 2.5 years ago, and now they're selling it again. I need to look and see what it's worth. Now this family's selling it, but we built another one. So, but I remember when we went to sell the house, people were like, what? That's an amazing house. Oh my gosh, you can't believe y'all selling that. I was like, you can buy it. The goal in this family is not to be homeowners, which is, by the way, no such thing. There's no such thing as a homeowner. But I paid my mortgage. That's cute. Now, stop paying your property taxes and see what happens. Exactly. You don't own any of it. You don't own the land, then you don't own what's on the land. So now if you own the land and you own the property, all right, you're different. I don't even know if you can do that, but because people are like, buying is better than renting. Honey, buying is renting. I know, I need to do a video on that. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Buying is renting. When you buy, you rent from a mortgage company. Am I lying? You pay them each month. Just because they changed the name doesn't mean it's not the same. When you buy a mortgage, 30-year rent obligation. What do you do with rent every month? You pay somebody rent. What do you do with mortgage every month? You pay somebody a mortgage. Explain to me what's the difference? Oh, houses always go up in value. Well, let me stop, because this is not a video on housing. But houses don't always go up in value. Look around and look at the price cuts. All right, we'll leave it at that. That's enough. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and share that with you, that you have to start thinking about self-sustainability. You have to start thinking about, hey, I appreciate your help, Mr. Government, Mrs. Government, but I got to take care of myself. I got to get in a position where I could build wealth and change the dynamics of my family, right? So, you know, we're in the process of doing that now. We haven't by any means attained everything we want to attain, but we began the journey. And so I share with all of you so you can understand how important it is to get the journey started, start moving in that direction, and hopefully you can completely shift and change your life, starting with your mindset. So if you got any value out of this video, let me know by smashing a thumbs up. You're welcome to leave a comment. But it's an awesome day. We're going to enjoy this day, my family and I. Again, don't put yourself in a position where you have to depend on the government. Always try to transition off of that as soon as you can. One way to do it is to create a business or a side hustle that makes money for you, so you can kind of transition away from government assistance and needing paychecks. Because I always felt like, you know, well, I'm not going to say that. Leave it at that. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day. And we're about to hang out, have some fun on this beautiful day. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, welcome to the channel. And if you are like me and you want to build financial freedom for yourself and your family, then you need to put the word middleman in the comments, see what it's all about, and decide if it's something that's right for you. All right, guys, I got to go. See you on the next video.